Good morning, YouTube. It's pretty early here in Wisconsin. Let's see. Oh, getting some text messages, but 6:12 a.m. I just pulled up to the job in the Grove, and we can't even get started until 7. But I'm not allowed to drive the crane on the road between the times of 6 o'clock in the morning and 9 o'clock. So I either have to get to the job super early before we can even start, or I have to wait until 9 o'clock. So now I'll get an Uber home so I can help get all the other equipment ready for the day and possibly even drive another truck out here. Today's job is going to be pretty awesome. It's got, it's a huge, pretty big honey locust tree way behind the house, about 140 to 145 feet away. So we're going to be using the Grove with full counterweight, for sure like 170 foot of boom, possibly even 183 foot of boom with full counterweight. So it's going to take a little bit of time to set it up and break it down, but I'll show you the tree here when the sun comes out. It would be a tricky one without the crane for sure. And you'd have to haul everything through like a 3-foot gate. So I'm definitely glad that we have the crane today. I'm gonna do my best to take you along during the process of this job and show you how it goes. There he is. I love Uber. I made it back to my house from dropping the Grove off. Check out this sunrise. I don't think it gets much better than this. That's about as picture perfect as you can get. No wind, perfect sunrise. And it's probably, I don't know, 35, 40 degrees out. You can see my breath. But it's gonna warm up today, probably getting close to 50 degrees. Aaron's already got the chipper truck out. Grapple truck. The sunrise on that purple truck looks pretty cool. I think today's gonna be a good day.
Beautiful morning today. This is today's job. Pretty big honey locust with a nasty tear out. I was trying to find the damage from that. I guess it's all fixed up. I don't know when that happened, but I'm sure that was a mess. So we have 2 big leads extending out over, you know, a lot of stuff, tight backyard, good amount of landscaping, really rough access, tight passageways on the side of the house. And then this big one just right over this maple and spruce over here. Is that a spruce? No. So yeah, we've got the Grove out, full counterweight, big reach over the house and this other big oak. We'll have a good capacity, 4,000 pounds.
We're 145 feet away.
We're 145 feet away. That's a reach. So I'm seeing this one closest to the house first, that small one in the middle, and then either side, probably 1 pick out there, 2 picks out here, bring it down to sort of a double stem trunk pick. So roughly 6 picks the way I see it.
I think Spencer's being a little bit optimistic. I think it's gonna be more picks than that.
You think so?
Yeah, this is a pretty big tree. It's pretty far away.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that middle one, 1, 2, that might be a lot to take that whole thing, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picks for brush. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm thinking this far one, I mean...
People can't hear me because I don't have the mic, but yeah, basically I'm thinking it's gonna be close to 11 picks.
All right, it's either 11 or 6. Yeah, there's a reason Reon got this job, because it's just brutal. Rigging this down, even bringing a lift in here, I mean, it's just, there's wires, there's trees, there's fences, there's landscaping. Terrible job. But if you have a Grove, you just bypass all that. So shout out to Boley Tree Service for the recommendation. They throw some gnarly ones our way now and then. Let's take a look at the crane. So we've got the street closed off. So that's awesome. I love having the street closed off. No waving cars through. Got the crane pretty much in the middle of the street. Outriggers up on the grass. Yep, steel plates on the heavy side. So nice, easy setup. We're starting with 170 feet pushed out and potentially push out to 183 based on getting over these closer trees. So we're gonna boom down right over this birch tree and still hopefully have a couple feet in between that and the boom. So I see us pushing out a little bit more. I feel like we're going to. If we have to tickle the boom, we will. See how it goes. It'll go great.
Now that we've boomed down for the first piece, I can tell that we probably won't have to push out to 183. I think we can reach everything with 170 foot of boom. Because this honey locust tree isn't very tall, so I can boom down that much more. Looks like it should work out pretty good. All right, the first piece is cut. Turned out to be 108 foot radius, 2,900 pounds, minus the ball and the cable of 1,000. So it's actually only 2,100. And we are out to 170 foot of boom. Here we go. Looks like it kind of rotated perfectly for us, huh? So that's only 2,200. Just cable up.
Up on a hill today. The view's pretty nice. Camera doesn't do it justice, but there's downtown. There's the lakes. I forgot to capture that first cut, but I'll be doing a better job now. Didn't even move. I thought this thing was gonna go whoa right into me. Wow. I guess I'm just awesome.
Pick number 2. Spencer was a little bit worried that it was gonna come off a little bit wonky. Turns out it came off perfectly smooth. He does that quite often. So the radius did change a bunch already. Now we're at 127 foot radius, another small piece, but this one only weighs 1,300 pounds. We're booming down further. We've got a perfect little hole here to boom down. Now that I've boomed down to 126 foot radius, I'm thinking that we might have to push the boom out to 183 today. We'll see. Big thanks to Nikki for bringing us lunch and coffee. She's a keeper.
That's cut. Crab's catching up on me. Just hold tight. I'm gonna come down right here. Alright, go ahead, just cable straight up. I think we can take the rest with some bigger wood, but there is one annoying dead thing that remind me to bring some slings up, because I think we'll have to sling that, or else it'll bust off on the house. The next one's about the same size plus some big wood.
So it turns out that when we boomed down, we were touching the honey locust branches. So we are gonna have to push the boom out another half boom sections. So that means we'll be out 5.5 sections, which will put us at 183 foot of boom. I've only had to do this 2 other times in the last 2.5 years, so not very often. That's it, 183 foot of boom. And we actually want our level to be out of level a little bit, because as we're reaching really far away, it will be dead on. So we got to take that into consideration. It's definitely impressive for sure. And also got to think we still have a whole nother half of boom section left. So this is what 183 foot of boom looks like. And this one's only out halfway. If we put that out all the way, then we'd be at 200 foot of boom. Full counterweight today. That's one heavy duty fishing pole. I just wanted to note too, see how close we're getting to this tree. So when we're reaching these branches on the backside, I think we're gonna be really close to these honey locust branches. We might even touch the honey locust branches a little bit if we have to, but I hate doing that because I don't want to get my boom dirty. I like to keep it as clean as possible. How's the lunch?
Excellent.
Okay. Is this the first time seeing 183 foot of boom out?
For me it is, yes.
What do you think? First impressions?
Easy peasy.
Isn't it awesome to have more than what you need?
It is.
Yeah.
This is 180.
There's 183 foot of boom.
183.
Yep. So if you look in the distance, there's the knuckle boom crane. We're actually doing a job one street over there as well at the same time. So dual crane day. This whole week is going to be action packed. Tomorrow's job is another giant maple tree that we're doing with the Grove with full counterweight as well. So Spencer's going to take this piece next and leave a piece of big wood for later. And then we'll go after this mess. Probably 1, 2, 3 picks there. 1, 2, 3 picks of big wood. All right, we got this one pretension at 2100. And that's 131 foot radius here. Once again, Spencer cut it and it didn't even move. He's doing a beautiful job today. Good job, Spencer.
Try to boom down and cable up a little bit. Or, well, now it's rotating away.
It looks like it's already caught on something.
That dead piece literally just rotated and caught in that oak.
Do you want me to try swinging to the left a little?
Yep, try that.
Looking good?
Come on. Oh! Perfect, yep.
Cable up.
Yep, get it out of there.
There's another one though.
Whoa.
Is that gonna be okay?
Yep.
Guess how much this one outrigger's reading?
Huh.
70,000.
Damn.
So the piece ended up weighing 2,500. So just take a mental picture of that one, Spencer. I thought it would weigh more than that. It looks pretty big. By a little bit, huh?
Yes, that was an awkward cut.
Okay, take a mental picture of this, Spencer. 2,800.
The next pick will be basically the same thing.
All right, second to last brush pick. It's crazy. I measured this with Google Earth, and it told me 145 feet.
I need a chainsaw.
Here we are. Oh, I gotta get their attention here. Spencer needs a chainsaw. He's almost ready. So I measured this with Google Earth, and it came in at 145 feet. So we're at the second to last brush pick. We're pretty much the farthest one away. It's crazy because I eyeballed this when I was estimating it, and I thought, you know what, we're gonna be really close to touching this honey locust tree. Well, we're really close, but we haven't touched it yet. So here we go. 145-foot radius, and we are good for 3,300. We think that this piece is gonna weigh about 1,200. So we've got pretension to 1,000 pounds. Here's my outrigger pressures. This one outrigger right here with the steel plate is reading 69,000 pounds, and then the opposite side outrigger on the street side is only 13,000. Couldn't have done this tree without 183 foot of boom. So I'm glad I got the Grove 4100 and not the 4090, because that only has 170 foot of boom. One piece at a time. We are getting it down.
Messy in here, jeez. And you gotta pull out of this maple, but it looks like it's going okay.
Looking good?
Yep.
Want me to start moving up or no?
You gotta get a little higher before you start moving up. It's breaking something out there. It's small though, yeah. Just boom up.
73,000 pounds on that outrigger, and my light outrigger is reading 13,000, and the piece is coming in at 1,600. Dude, the clouds look crazy.
Any wind yet or not really?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah, it's starting to pick up a little. See how the clouds have that like shadow behind them? That means the wind just picked up. All right, we are doing the last brush pick right now. So Spencer says that this is gonna be the farthest radius pick for this job. We are now at 147 foot radius. We're good for 3,200 pounds at 147 feet. That's not terrible. We can make that work. We'll probably pick this piece at around 2,000. I'm gonna hop out of the crane quick so I can show you what this looks like.
Cut. Oh yeah. All right, that's 1,600 pounds. Called that one. And that's the final brush pick of this tree. We got a pretty big trunk left, but I'd say the hard part's pretty much done.
And we're finally touching this honey locust tree in the front yard with the boom. Now I can boom up. My heaviest outrigger right now is reading 73,000 pounds, and my lightest one is reading 11,000.
That's cut. Yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, it's off, it's floating. Ugh. What was going on there, dude? What does it weigh? Dude, I was totally pinched, but whatever, it's floating now, so.
We're down to big wood picks now. I think we only have maybe 2 pieces of wood left. We're at 123 foot radius. Now we're good for 6,300 pounds.
That's cut. Oh yeah. Yep. This one is 2,200 pounds. We're good for 63. Pretty good chunk. It looks like more than that to me, but 2,200 on that. About the same on this next one.
Got some nice curve cuts. All ready for that trunk pick.
Good. That piece was 3,000. We're good for 7. This piece weighs 3,300. We're good for 6,900. We're at 125 foot radius. Client wanted a table, so that's what that's for. And that's the final cut on this job.
So we got everything cut down and cleaned up. All the trucks are gone. The only thing that's left is the crane. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to drive on the road until 6 o'clock. So I've got 40 more minutes. I just have to wait around, but I'll show you the finished product here. Everything's all cleaned up back here. They actually wanted the stump left a little bit high because they're gonna make a table out of it or something. So everything went perfectly smooth. So this is where we had the 2 outriggers right here and right over there. And those steel plates really do their job well. There's no damage to the lawn whatsoever. If you've made it this far along in the video, thank you so much for watching and liking and subscribing, all that. I really appreciate it. I do have some kind of exciting news. I finally hired a video editor, so shout out to Matt from Virginia. He's gonna be doing all the editing, which means that I should be able to make a lot more of these videos, because for me, the easy part is doing the filming and cutting the tree down. The hard part is sitting down and actually putting the videos together. So now that I won't have to do that, hopefully I can pump out a lot more of these videos. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.